You know, it's interesting because down at Florida we played really good early. I mean, we took the opening drive right down and scored. Against Murray State, played really good early. Took the opening drive right down and scored. You know, this game we had a couple good runs right off the bat, and then you know, things we just sputtered on a drive. You know, the first penalty we had was just like, you know, we've got to be more disciplined. We've got to be more disciplined. You can't let your temper get the best of you. Obviously, it was a great atmosphere. Obviously, both teams were very jacked up for the game, you know, and you just can't retaliate. You know, I mean, so a guy shoves you, and if you say anything or do anything, at that point, it's going to be on you. And so that's where, you know, Logan and the things, and that's what you love about Logan in a way, is that he has that fire and he has that tenacity, but you can't be reactionary out there and get a penalty, and that's what happened there. And then, you know, with Drake, it was a hold. He's blocking a really good defender, and Simmons obviously, and his hands got really from the start got outside of his frame. When those officials see that, whether you really restrict the guy or not, you're subject to get called for holding, and that's what happened. So both things are very correctable. You know, we just got to clean them up a little bit.
Do you know where Bunchy got the name Bunchy?
Well, you'd have to ask him. I think he got it. I think one of his babysitters gave it to him early on. Now, how and what it represents or stands for, I'm not really sure. But I can only imagine with Bunchy. You know, I think it's a fitting name for sure.
Yeah,
it really sticks.
Right, but it just I don't see it in Gervonta's.
I know. No, it doesn't add up as far as the letters go. But yeah, you'll have to ask him on that one because it's just kind of what he had when he got here and it stuck to him.
He's picked up quite a few. I mean, twice in 3 weeks. Is this the kind of senior year you expected from him?
Absolutely. You know, last year, Bunchy went through a lot last year. You know, he did. I mean, obviously, personally, with his family, and then just, you know, starting center, moving to guard, and, you know, shifting around a little bit. So, you know, his junior year might not have been the year he wanted that, you know, and probably, you know, he could have played a little bit better. But I think this year you see the real Bunchy. I think you see how he can play on a consistent basis. And, yeah, that's how we need him to play, you know, and on the inside in the SEC. He's played, you know, against Florida, he played outstanding, and then this week he played really good again, and that's what we need the rest of the year.